An inmate at the Douglas County Jail. To accept this call, press 0. To refuse this call, hang up or press 1. To prevent calls from this facility, press 9. Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from... This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. For more information about our privacy policy, please visit www.connectnetwork.com. After the beep, press 5 to accept this call. This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring, recording, and the location of your phone will be obtained. Stay on the line to accept this call. Thank you for using GTL.
I don't consent to recording of my call. Anything I need to know?
Not really. I did get a text to my phone, and my phone's become a public number, and it was from a number I didn't recognize, and the question was, why are political prisoners ignored? And I replied back, because there's no money in it, and people are more afraid of the government than they are of God. So that was my response.
Status quo. People that are exposing this corrupt system, which is a corporation, it's a corporation posing as government, is a hard concept for a lot of people. And those people that have never heard that before, they don't know how to deal with it. It's only after they've had a chance to mull it over for about 6 months that they start realizing, oh, this is Walmart. It has no more sovereignty than Walmart, which is no sovereignty.
Yeah.
And if they could do some research at myparsons.org and click on Lawfully Yours, and if they can locate the Bond versus United States and the Clearfield Doctrine, where the Supreme Court has recognized that a corporation can't be sovereign. It can't promulgate laws and regulations. It can only, create contracts, and all this is contract law. That's why the entire court system is under the Uniform Commercial Code. Go to any law library and you'll find the Uniform Commercial Code, and you'll reference the Uniform Commercial Code throughout the statutes. That'll tell you right there you're dealing with a corporation. I have not seen anything in the local newspaper that they get here from Friday. If anybody can do a search to see if the Omaha World Herald or any other there about me, I would greatly appreciate getting a copy of that if possible. Also, if anybody can search to see if there is a guy named Mark Anderson or Kent Dorfman, who is a U.S. Marshal, I would like to find out what the guy's real name is so I can pursue the guy for assaulting me.
You know, if there's transcripts taken of your trial, they've got to identify him in those transcripts if he testified, right?
He said his name was Mark Anderson.
Yeah.
But his boss said his name was Mark Dorfman.
I see.
3 people referred to him as Kent.
Yeah.
They didn't realize I was listening, apparently.
Yeah. Lying is secondhand to these people. They do it as same as if they're breathing, and the better liar they are, the better they get promoted within the illegal systems that we have.
Well, also, this guy, Dorfman, talked to the judge when they found out that he was going to have to testify. He went and talked to the judge before they brought the jury in. So the judge knows this guy. This is a guy the judge knows personally. He sees him in his courtroom all the time. He knows who he is, knows his name. And if the guy stood there on the stand testified under oath that he was somebody else, the judge knows he lied, and the judge is complicit with the lie, because as an officer of the court, the judge is supposed to acknowledge that he knows this man is committing perjury, as well as the U.S. attorney. The U.S. attorney would also know this man is committing perjury and lying, and that makes both of them complicit with corruption.
Yeah. Well, they lie all the time. They're paid professional liars. In the case of Jeffrey Winehouse, they lied and told him to come meet us, and we're going to hand you back your computers. And he shows up to get his computers.
Right, I know.
Yeah, and they shot him.
Yeah.
And then they put the guy on the witness stand, and he says, "So you were lying when you told him you were going to give him the computers?" He says, "Oh, we write down our lies to keep track of them." You know, so it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a frame job. They are, in that case, a ploy to get him out there so they could shoot him. Their intention was to kill him.
Yeah,
that was a hit.
Yeah. You know what's happened to him as well, and it may happen to you and me eventually, but they have banned me from ever putting his letters or or audio from the prison on the internet. That's illegal for them to do. But
who's banned you? Who has banned you?
Yeah, here's the deal. The ward. It's illegal for the warden to tell me what I can and can't do. But the warden told Jeffrey. The warden told Jeffrey that if Rudy does that, that we're going to stick you in the hole and perform violence against you, which is long periods of isolation. So, in respect for Jeffrey, I don't do it, but I know it's illegal as hell for the warden to do that.
Okay. Yeah, they have no authority over you.
I know, but they do control me because I don't want Jeffrey to get hurt, and Jeffrey told me don't do it because I don't want to go to the hole. So yeah. Where is he at? Is he in state or federal prison? It's state right now, but he's appealing at the federal level. It's Missouri.
Has he got a lawyer working for him?
Yeah, he's got a Jewish lawyer that is doing his best he can, and there's mixed vibes about if he's doing a good job or not.
Yeah, their bar card is at stake. They can't work good for them.
Yeah,
they can't.
Yeah.
If you're targeted, nobody can help you. That's just the way it is. You're out there, you're railroaded, you're on your own. Look at how many people came to my aid. No one.
Yeah, nobody.
No one will come to anybody's aid if you're targeted. If you're a targeted individual, it's over with. There's nobody that's going to stick there.
Yeah.
The public doesn't get that.
Yeah. No.
This is government sanctioned. This is government sanctioned assassination.
I've talked to both white people and black people, Mike, and their attitude is, well, just do what the law enforcement says to do. It's the same attitude when they killed all those people at Waco, Texas. The attitude was, well, they got what they deserved.
You have 60 seconds.
They got what they deserved. They got what they deserved. They should have came out. That kind of thing.
Right. This is the arrogance and evil of this corporation posing as government. It has no soul. It has no heart. It is anti-American, just like your friend down there in Georgia that won't reveal who he is. And he doesn't just get access to government documents pertaining to the USDA and any kind of programs like that unless he's on the inside. He is an operative. He is a troll. Don't doubt it one bit. He's not who you think he is.
Yeah. No, he's not just some mechanic who has a side interest hobby.
He's agent provocateur on the payroll. God bless you. Tell Mrs. Parsons I love her.
I will, Mike. I will.
All right. And if anybody can find out anything, if there's any news, anything about this case, please send me a copy of it.
All right. We'll try to get the word out, and we're praying for a miracle, Mike.
Thank you.
All right. God bless.
Thank you for using GTL.